Okay, boys and girls, here is our last video for finding Sacagawea. Please make sure that you have watched video 1, which was page 8, the first part of the story, close reading it and annotating it, as well as the second video, part 2, which was page 9, and that was, again, reading that page and close reading and annotating it. So now we have our questions. Again, pause the video as often as you need to, so that you can get your answer before you go on to the next one. All right, question number 8. In paragraph 4, what does the phrase "woman with the most statues in her honor" show about Sacagawea? So again, a reminder, we go back to the story and we're going to read paragraph 4. When I was 10, I found a book at the library about celebrated women. The book said that the American woman with the most statues in her honor was a Shoshone Indian named Sacagawea. She had been an interpreter on Lewis and Clark's Great Voyage from 1804 to 1806, joining them in the spring of 1805. And we had written a note on the side there that may help you with this question. So what does that phrase, "woman with the most statues in her honor," show about Sacagawea? A, that she was a charming person. B, that she had been fearless. C, that she is a famous person. Or D, that she died long ago. Okay, question number 9. How is the author's pride in her ability to read introduced in the article? Think about the beginning of this story. Go back to those first few paragraphs. How did she talk about getting her library card and being excited about being able to write her name? Is it A, through a story from her childhood, B, by contrasting her family with other families, C, through examples of the books she finished, or D, by comparing herself with other readers? Which one of these explains the first part of that story? Is she telling you about her childhood? Is she comparing and contrasting, like saying how her family's different than other families? Is she giving you examples of books she read? Or is she comparing herself to other readers? So go back and look at those first few paragraphs. Question number 10. How do the details about Sacagawea in paragraphs 5 and 6 contribute to the development of the article? Okay, so you got it. We're going back to paragraphs 5 and 6. President Jefferson had hired Lewis and Clark and their band of adventurers to map and explore the United States, including the vast new territory just acquired from France in the Louisiana Purchase. Sacagawea was the only woman to go with them. She made the perilous journey across half our continent with her baby on her back. The presence of a mother and child was a sign that the expedition was a peaceful one and helped keep it safe from Indian attack. Sacagawea provided a woman's laughter, strength, and endurance on the journey. During a boat mishap, she remained calm and saved instruments and documents from floating down the Missouri River. Lewis and Clark needed Shoshone horses and guidance over the Rocky Mountains. So Sacagawea's help translating was crucial to the expedition's success. Okay, so let's go back to this question. How do the details about Sacagawea in these two paragraphs continue to the development of this article? A, does it help the reader see the difficulties in Sacagawea's life? B, does it explain the mystery surrounding Sacagawea's life? C, does it create curiosity for the readers about where Sacagawea traveled? Or does it describe how Sacagawea played an important role in history? Think and reread those two paragraphs again if you need to. What details about the details about Sacagawea in those two paragraphs tell us what, or help contribute to the development of this story? How? All right, number 11. Which is the best definition of crucial as it's used in paragraph 6? So let's go back to paragraph 6. This was not a word that we circled, and we can actually go back and circle it now. So I'm looking, she was crucial to the expedition's success. So when we go back to this question, what do you think the best definition for crucial is? Heroic, fantastic, important, or urgent? The best way to do a question like this is kind of go back to that paragraph where that word is and substitute each of these words and see which one best fits. That's if you don't know what crucial means. Question number 12. Based on the article, the author's relationships to Sacagawea is developed through what? Is it a comparison of the author's life to that of Sacagawea? Did the author compare her life to Sacagawea's? Or B, explanations that show how the author is similar to Sacagawea? Or C, examples of the research that the author did on the life of Sacagawea? Or a chronological sequence of events that explain Sacagawea's life to the author? Which one of these four happens in the story? Like, how is the story written and done? How does the author help you understand her connection to Sacagawea? All right, question 13. Read this sentence from paragraph 13. Now, we don't have to go back to paragraph 13 unless we're stuck, okay? We just need to read this sentence, and it's telling you where it came from. We're cousins of the Shoshone woman with the baby on her back who explored America by canoe, horseback, and on foot to map it for the first time. What does this sentence suggest about Sacagawea? A, how long she participated in the expedition. B, how remarkable her accomplishment was. C, how familiar she was with the areas being explored. Or D, how she felt about her leadership abilities. Which one of these statements explains this sentence? All right, and our last question. Which sentence best expresses a central idea or main idea of this article? A, our family owned only an encyclopedia and a well-used dictionary, paragraph 2. B, the presence of a mother and child was a sign that the expedition was a peaceful one and helped keep it safe from Indian attack, paragraph 5. C, my father said he didn't know, but he'd wondered himself if we had a common ancestor, paragraph 9. Or D, we explored tiny libraries on American Indian reservations. D, we explored tiny libraries on American Indian reservations, paragraph 10. So one of these kind of is the main focus of this article or story, okay? More than one part is about this. So think about what the author is doing. Think about the title. Think about things that we wrote and what she ultimately found out. Which one of these four kind of is that main idea for the whole story? All right, when you're done, make sure that you've answered all the questions. Make sure that you finish the first story too, Addison Cook and the Treasure of the Incas. And you can put it away in your blue ELA folder. And if there's time left, you can work on iReady or read your independent reading book. All right.